the mixing desk in the Battle of the Bands hall afterwards, because there's bands turning up and nobody knows and all that sort of stuff. So it's important, if you're there for the Battle of the Bands, will you please make yourself known to the sound team in there. Now the Lulls will be on in a few minutes. I do need a little bit of quiet for a minute, please, because we're here for a couple of very special reasons today. The main reason we're here is to listen to some good tunes and to have a real good time. But listen, folks, there is another reason why we're here today, and if I could just have a little bit of hush for a minute, there is another reason why we're here today. We're here today so that people aren't afraid to talk about suicide. This is the teenaware gig. A lot of people, particularly the TY guys from the Sacred Heart School in Tullamore, have done great work in getting this day to where we are today. It's been tough work, so will you give them and everyone else involved a big round of applause? Well done, you guys. We're going to have a very short blessing from Father Shane in a few minutes. But listen, now this is... Okay, why are we here today, folks? Can I have a bit of quiet, please? We're here today so that people aren't afraid to talk about suicide. Some people say, why are we here on Good Friday? Well, that's a very good question. Why are we here on Good Friday? Because on Good Friday, many, many years ago, a very special person lost their lives. That, of course, is our Lord Jesus. But a lot of very special people lose their lives every day in this country through suicide. Many of those could be prevented. And there are groups and organisations over here that you can visit later on. iLife, One Life I should say, Living Links, the Samaritans, many, many more. It's important that you know that at some stage in everyone's life, people feel very, very low. It's very important that you understand that. If you're feeling low someday, that doesn't mean you're a freak, that doesn't mean you're crazy, it means other people have felt the same. But it's important that you know, if you need to talk to somebody because you're feeling low, you can call any of these people. And you're not troubling them. You don't have to say, I'm sorry to bother you. You're not bothering them. These people want to help you. They are the experts. I'm no expert in it. They are the expert. If you feel you need to call them, you need to call them, and you're not troubling them. You need to look out for people who are feeling low, and if people are feeling low, you need to reach out to them. It's very important. I want you folks to have a listen for a couple of minutes to a song that will be officially performed for the first time tonight. Please have a listen to the words of this. It's very important. We won't bore you with it. We'll only play about a minute of it. But I would ask you to be quiet and have a listen to the words of this, because this is what it's all about. So have a listen to this, okay? Have a listen in a second. Darren's just going to give us a bit of power there. And as I said, if you have a listen to the words of this, just for a minute or two, then we'll hand you over to Father Shane for a few words as well. This is a new song by a band called Accelerate, which will be performed for the first time tonight. But I would ask you to stay quiet, have a listen to the words of this, because this is what today is all about. So have a brief listen to the words of this, and I'll be back to you soon.
It's not the same without you, friend. Too young to face the end. So fast, too soon, and unexpected. If you only text or call, I could have helped you through it all. If I only knew, my friend.
Okay, you can put your hands in the air now, everybody. Reach out.
Reach out. If you lose control, reach out and let someone know. Help is all around. If your life is in doubt, reach out. It was all you need. Reach out. Let us help you, please. Help is all around. Help is all around.
Alright, just have a listen to the second verse, because you can help someone if they're feeling low.
Should I have seen the signs? You weren't the same in recent times. It's not your fault, I'm sure, but I have helped a little more. Now that your life is true, I'm just so lost without you.
Hands again, reach out.
If you lose control,
reach out. The band Accelerate will have that in the shops in a couple of weeks' time. We'd like you to buy it. And they will perform it for the first time live here tonight at around 10 o'clock. But that, folks, is what today is all about, all right? It's about having a good time, but it's also about reaching out to someone if they're feeling low. And if you're feeling low, reaching out to someone that wants to help you. I'm now going to hand you over to this gentleman who's going to say a few words to you. Father Shane.
I'm delighted to be here. I want to welcome us all. I know there's a big contingent here from the Sacred Heart School. Who are they? Alright, that's a tullamore. But I know there's people from all over the place, like we even have people from Bars. Four people? Kilcormac? Kilbegan? I went to school in Kilbegan. It's all downhill from here. Girls, lads and folks, I'm delighted to be here just speaking to us for about 2 minutes at the beginning today. Look, today is Good Friday, and I was thinking to myself, what could I say to you about Good Friday and suicide and teen awareness? And I said to myself, there's only one thing I can do, and I can tell you a story from my own experience, and it's about my brother. About 4 years ago, my brother lost 3 friends within 6 months. One died in a tragic accident in America. 2 other guys died by suicide. In 6 months, he lost 3 of his friends. And I was really worried about him. We were all really worried about him at that time. And one day, he went down to my granddad. My granddad has since died. He went down to my granddad, who was a really, really important person in our lives. For all my cousins, my brothers, and everything like that. And he went down to him. And he was speaking to my granddad, and he was telling him how bad things were for him. He felt no one loved him. He felt every friend that he had was after either leaving him or were after dying. And he didn't know how he was going to get through. And my grandfather in his own life had seen a fair share of hardship. 2 of his own sons were killed in accidents. And he went through a lot of things. My grandfather put his hand on my brother's shoulder and he said to him, David, I want to tell you one thing. He said, if it wasn't for God, and it wasn't for the people that God gave me, I would have gone down years ago. If it wasn't for God, and it wasn't for the people that God gave me, I would have gone down years ago. We have a great day here today. The sun is shining. We're here together. We're going to have a wonderful time together. We're here on Good Friday. We're here on God's Day. And we're here with one another. We're here to let one another know that we're here for each other, that we're going to support each other, and that no matter if things are good or bad, we are going to be here to hold one another's hands and to get through whatever life throws at us. Are we going to have a good time? Are you going to have a good time or not? Are you going to have a good time? Later on tonight, we'll have a chance to go just a little bit deeper with this and reflect a little bit more. All around there's all the people in the different tents and everything like that. Go and have a walk around, go and enjoy yourselves, enjoy the music, enjoy the sunshine, and we'll chat this later on. Hope you have a great day, and thanks to everyone for organising today's work. Well done.